Hello, dear listeners. In this session, I ask the keepers of the Akashic Records how to recognize when a soul contract has been fully completed. Here is the transmission from the keepers. We receive your request, Thrond. You ask how to recognize when a soul contract or a specific element within it has been fully completed. This is a practical discernment skill. We will elaborate what completion of a contract element means. A soul contract is a living agreement to learn certain lessons, resolve specific karmic patterns, or serve in a particular way. Completion does not mean the relationship ends or the situation disappears. It means the energetic charge underlying that contract has been neutralized. The lesson is learned. The debt is paid. The soul is free to move on, even if the external circumstances remain. Signs that a contract element is complete. 1. Absence of emotional reaction. When you think of the person or situation that once triggered you, you feel nothing, not love, not hate, not indifference, but a neutral, peaceful calm. You can remember past hurts without the body tightening. You can see the person without rehearsing conversations in your head. This is the clearest sign. 2. No more recurring patterns. A pattern that repeated itself across years, for example, attracting controlling partners, losing jobs at the same point, being betrayed by friends, suddenly stops. The lesson is internalized. The soul no longer needs to manifest the external mirror. 3. Spontaneous forgiveness. You find that you have forgiven not through effort, but naturally. You no longer wish the other person harm, nor need an apology. You may even feel gratitude for the suffering because it taught you something essential. 4. The relationship transforms or ends naturally. If the contract involved a specific person, the relationship may shift to a new, lighter basis, for example, from intense conflict to distant but cordial, or it may simply end without drama. Neither party feels a need to chase or blame. The parting is clean. 5. Inner knowing. In stillness or meditation, you receive a clear, quiet sense of done. This may come as a word, a feeling of a door closing, or a dream in which you complete a task, graduate, or walk out of a building. 6. Physical signs. Some people experience a physical release, a deep sigh, a yawn, a sudden lightness in the chest, or the disappearance of a chronic tension headache. Others notice a shift in their energy field, less heaviness, more spaciousness. 7. No longer attracted to the lesson. You no longer seek out situations that would retest that lesson. For example, if you had a contract to learn self-worth, you stop unconsciously choosing friends who diminish you. Your choices change without conscious effort. How to test whether completion is real or wishful thinking. The memory test. Bring to mind the most painful moment related to that contract. If your body still tightens, your breath shortens, or you feel a wave of emotion, the contract is not fully complete. If you can recall it with neutral observation, like watching a movie about someone else, you are done. The interaction test. If possible, briefly encounter the person or situation, or imagine it vividly. Notice your internal state. If you remain calm, centered, and unmoved, completion is likely. The guide, confirmation. In meditation, ask, is this contract complete? Then wait. Notice the first impression, a sense of yes, a lightning, or a visual of a closed door. Do not demand a sign. Simply receive. What completion does not mean. It does not mean forgetting the lesson. You will remember, you just won't be haunted. It does not mean the other person has changed or apologized. Completion is your internal state, not their behavior. It does not mean you must maintain a relationship. You may walk away with peace. It does not mean you will never feel sad or nostalgic about it. Those are human emotions, not karmic charges. What to do after recognizing completion? Acknowledge it. Say to yourself or aloud, This contract is complete. I honor the learning. I release the rest. Thank the other souls silently. Even if they were difficult, they served your growth. Gratitude closes the final loop. Close the energetic door. You may do a small ritual, light a candle, write complete on a paper, or simply take a deep breath and exhale with intention. Redirect your attention. Do not dwell on the past. The soul now needs new experiences. Look forward. A special case, when the other person still carries the charge. If you feel complete, but the other person continues to act out, hold no blame. Their incomplete contract is their own. You are not required to fix them. Simply maintain your boundary with compassion. Their unresolved energy cannot pull you back if you do not pick up the rope. End of transmission. A closing, my listeners. We have elaborated signs of completion, neutral emotion, end of patterns, forgiveness, natural transformation, inner knowing, physical release, changed choices, testing methods, what completion is not, and how to close the chapter. Completion is not a prize. It is a homecoming. When the charge is gone, the soul breathes easier. That is all. Thank you for listening.